guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to test out the FPV drone after spending hours and hours in the simulator. Today I'm actually going to give it a try with the full manual control. I think I got the hang of it. I know that I'm going to be pretty much more scared than I am in the simulator where I just crash the drone all the time. And for the simulator I'm using Liftoff. I think it's a good game actually. It's a good FPV racer drone game, and you can use your controller, your FPV controller. If you just plug it in and turn it on, it acts like a game controller, and you can actually use that controller in order to play the game. And I'm using this game because I'm an Android user and I cannot use the DJI's official FPV simulator. So today is going to be the FPV maiden flight in manual settings. Let's go. So I'm going to start off a little bit easier because I know this is not going to react the same way as it reacts in the simulator, and honestly, if I crash my drone in the simulator hundreds of times, it costs me nothing. This drone costs 1,300 euros, and of course you get the goggles and the remote alongside with that, but I don't want to crash the drone the first time I'm flying it fully manual. And I think here it's kind of an open field. The grass is a little bit high, which means if I lose it, I'm gonna have to find it. Luckily the drone comes with the flashing lights and beeping safety mechanism with the function Find My Drone, and you can also use your GPS if you connect it to your goggles. You can use the GPS and your cell phone to actually find where the drone supposedly is. Let's give it a try, shall we? Okay. Wow, this is so interesting. I mean, it really kind of makes you nauseous, when you're flying this, because you're really immersed into the action. And I find it hard to keep my arms still. I'm just moving my arms as I'm flying this thing, and it's really weird. Okay, so a little bit of a low pass right here. Moving on, trying to get as close to the ground as I can. Maybe I'll have to go a little bit closer and around these trees. Now I want to have a controlled flight where I don't get surprised. The goal is not to be surprised at all. So to have full control of what you're doing. Although it's kind of a not really a very fast motion or fast acrobatic motion. I'm just panning around these trees, trying to get a little bit lower, and the power on, and just turn around. Now even in the simulator I find it much easier to make left turns because going up, doing a loop, because I always kind of turn to the left, and I've just gotten so used to banking and turning to the left. I'm gonna have to practice the right turns, and I know it sounds really kind of stupid to be talking about this, but actually just I feel much more comfortable going down low. I feel much more comfortable doing left turns than right turns, so I'm gonna have to try some right turns just as well. Okay. Yeah, but it's the same, it's the same. Trying to keep it as close to the ground as I can. My joystick finger position is probably wrong because I think people hold the joysticks like this, and they'll try it like this. Yeah, whoa, okay, this is really nice. Okay, getting low down around this tree, shave the grass a little bit, and there we go, moving on. Okay, very nice. Okay, I mean, you have to try this to actually understand how awesome this is, and it's definitely, when you come to think about it, it's definitely worth the money because you have a full HD 50p transmission to the goggles, which means that it's high quality video that you see in the goggles, compared to the typical analog FPV drone where you have a really crappy image showing you. I mean, I don't know how the people who fly traditional FPV drones have any idea where they are, because just because the image quality is really bad. Now this, DJI really made an awesome effort to bring us this high quality full HD video. Now I am flying in low light and I'm not using any sort of ND filters, so the camera settings are just auto, straight out, so auto ISO, auto shutter speed, which means it might be a little less motion blur, but it's low light, so I'm guessing the shutter speed is quite low, so I'm getting some motion blur. from this, and you can always add motion blur in post edit if you screw this up, you know. I just want to have auto settings because if it gets really dark, I don't wanna lose myself, you know. Whoa, doing another loop. Okay, this is it spins in my head, man. So nice. Okay, moving around the tree, down here. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear the drone. It's quite far away actually, but it is buzzing. I can hear it. You know, just the microphone is the microphone is pointed away from the action. So whoa, there's a little bit of a shake. You know, that's the shake that people were talking about with this DJI FPV drone. You know, whenever you do a dive like this, you have this propeller shake. I don't know what's it called. It's actually, you know, there's actually a word for this, but it just shakes the footage, you know, and that's not something that's supposed to happen with an FPV drone. But you know, it's not a racing FPV drone, it's more of a cinematic. Ooh, getting close. More of a cinematic FPV. And that's what it's used for. Hey, there's a chimney over there. And there's the airport. You can see it right in front with a plane trying to take off or land it, I don't know. So technically I'm not actually allowed to fly here, but I'm just gonna keep to myself going around this chimney. Wow, this is awesome. Maybe I can go down the stairs, in the stairwell. Okay, that will be for video number 100, if the drone survives this far. Well, ooh, moving up and moving down. And that's that. It got a little bit sketchy on a couple of occasions. I actually had to pull the drone away from the tree obstacle, and you know, it's a little bit different than in the game simulator where I usually have my camera angle set to about 20 degrees or 25 degrees. Here I had it set to 10 degrees or less, and that made the drone drift a little bit more, and it was just not as responsive as it was if you have the camera angle tilted up higher, which means that the drone is just going to follow the forward motion everywhere you turn it. That's where it's going to go. Now, because I want everything to be a little bit slower and a little bit more in control, I had my camera angle set to I think 5 or 10 degrees, somewhere in between, and you know, it was a lot more controlled flight. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.